Clara Zetkin writes, Lenin gets up to speak. The speech is a masterpiece of eloquence. No trace of rhetoric, only the weight of clear thought working, the inexorable logic of argument, the consistent, firmly held line. The unhewn blocks of granite, these sentences are thrown out and fused into a unified whole. Lenin does not want to dazzle, to enchant. He wants to convince. He convinces and enchants. Not by beautiful, sonorous words which intoxicate, but by the luminous spirit, which, without self-deception, comprehends the world of social phenomena in its reality, and which, with cruel truthfulness, speaks out what is, like lashes of a whip, like blows of a club. Lenin's words fell on those who made a sport of hunting the right, and do not understand what will lead us to victory. Only if in the struggle we get on our side the majority of the working class, and not the majority of the workers alone, but the majority of the exploited and oppressed. Only then shall we really triumph. Everyone feels that the decisive blow has been struck. When I shook Lenin's hand in enthusiasm, I could not refrain from saying, "Do you know, Lenin, that a speaker at a meeting in the most out-of-the-way place would be shy of speaking as simply, as plainly as you do. He would be afraid of not being educated enough. I know only one counterpart to your way of speaking. It is Tolstoy's great art. Like him, you have a broad, unified, firm line, the sense of inexorable truth. That is beauty. Perhaps it is a peculiarly Slav characteristic? All right. I don't know, Lenin replied. I only know that when I became a speaker, I always thought of the workers and peasants rather than of my audience. Wherever a communist speaks, he must think of the masses, must speak for them. But it's good that nobody heard your national psychological hypothesis. Or they might say, look, the old man lets himself get caught by compliments. We must be careful so that nobody may suspect that two old people are hatching a plot against the left. Of course, there are no intrigues on the left. And laughing heartily, Lenin left the hall and went to his work. On the day of my departure, Lenin came to take leave of me and to give me some good lessons, which in his opinion, I sadly needed. Lenin goes on to explain to Clara why she deserves such a lashing, and it's very, very interesting. If you have time, go on to Marxist.org and read this piece. It is very enjoyable. Go read it. Clara Zetkin, Reminiscences of Lenin.